This country, we are into it. This country, you see, this country, we never have peace. You people, we never have peace. This country that when they arrested the terrorists, they call them prodigal son. You people will never have peace. What you people are seeing is just beginning. The evil that you people brought must consume you people.
This particular video is for Igbo people. If we are still supporting one Nigeria, if we don't want Nigeria to divide, my brother, we are not an Igbo man, because what is happening right now in northern part of Nigeria, my brother, if that thing happen in Biafra land, everybody will feel it. So this time around we need to wake up and unite ourselves in order to protect ourselves, because what is about to happen will shock everybody. So if you know that you like what I'm doing, you like the kind of updates that I'm giving people, just take a moment of your time and listen to this our brother and see what he's saying about Nigeria. So after watching this video, drop your opinion in the comment section and do not forget to share, so that other Biafrans, other people can be able to watch this particular video, because you get why.
This country, we are into it. This country, you see, this country, we never have peace. You people will never have peace. This country that when they arrested the terrorists, they call them prodigal son. You people will never have peace. What you people are seeing is just beginning. The evil that you people brought must consume you people, this country. The evil that you people brought in this country must surely consume you people. Anybody thinking that this country is going to be better, you have mental problem. This country will never be better. What you are seeing is beginning. The terrorists must take this country, whether you people like it or you people don't like it. What they are doing is what you see them buying people doing and doing all these things they are doing is the beginning. You people never see anything. You people will see it happen now. You people will see it happen because you people brought this evil, and this evil will consume this country. All of you are evil.
Breaking news, please come in. It's a breaking news this 5th day of June 2026. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. And the breaking news is that the nation of Brazil has given its support to the emancipation of Biafra, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the freedom of Igbo in Nigeria. I kid you not. I say it again. The nation of Brazil, which is located at South America, has lent its support, in fact, has given its full support in the declaration, the emancipation of Igbo, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the freedom of Biafra, in a landmark statement. Yes, the statement was made in Portuguese. You know that Brazil speaks Portuguese, and look at the document right there in Portuguese. I'm about to read it for you. Not that I can read Portuguese, but of course I have already translated the document to English, because you know I will not be here saying the thing like Diário Oficial do Estádio de Estado de São Paulo. I can't read that, so I did a translation to bring it officially to you. So whatever you're doing, I advise you to leave it and focus on this video, because you don't want to miss a bit of this declaration by the nation of Brazil. Let me read it for you. It says, Official Gazette of the State of Sao Paulo, Brazil, published in the edition of May 29th, 2026. Motion number 186 of 2026 reads, the Legislative Assembly of the State of Sao Paulo, under Article 154 of its internal rules, expresses a motion of applause to the Biafran people on the occasion of the Biafran Day Heroes and Heroines celebration on the 30th of May as a symbol of resistance, so that the world does not forget what was the Biafran Nigerian War. which took place between 1967 and 1970 and resulted in the genocide of 3 million Biafrans, becoming one of the greatest humanitarian tragedies on the African continent in the 20th century. Now, Biafra is a territory with deep and independent historical roots, which, as a result of the British colonial process, was annexed to the Nigerian state without the consent of its indigenous populations. However, exercising their rights under international law, the Biafrans proclaimed the Republic of Biafra in 1967, which remained an independent state until 1970, seeking autonomy from the central government of Nigeria. The support of the Brazilian people for the Biafrans dates back many years. In February 1969, during a tour of Africa by Santos Family Club, the presence of King Pele inspired a temporary ceasefire in the region, an episode immortalized in collective memory as the day Pele stopped a war. This historical bond strengthens the humanitarian connection between Brazilians and Biafrans and reflects the deep gratitude of the Biafran people to Brazil for welcoming members of the diaspora and integrating them into Brazilian society. Therefore, the tribute to the Biafran Day heroes and heroines represents an act of remembrance and justice for the men, women, and children who lost their lives in the struggle for the rights of peoples to self-determination, thus giving the relevance and public interest of this matter. The Legislative Assembly of the State of Sao Paulo applauds the historic struggle of the heroes and heroines of Biafra for the right to enjoy principle of self-determination of peoples, a principle enshrined by the United Nations and used as a valid legal argument in the decolonization processes that took place on the African continent during the mid-20th century. Legislative Assembly of the State of Sao Paulo, Eduardo Simply City. This is the, declaration actually written in Portuguese, translated to English by myself for your viewing and listening pleasure, as released by Brazil, country in full glare of the world, picking their stand, taking their stand, standing on the side of Biafra, not on the side of Nigeria, because it's very clear that if they had, favored Nigeria, they would never have written this. So this shows you that Brazil as a country is sympathetic, just like Israel and US, to the cause of Biafra, and they have not only hidden behind, they are coming forward to show it, despite the lashback they may receive. They have picked their sides. So as it is right now, Israel has given their declaration for Biafra. America has given it. Now Brazil has come out to give it. See, Kanu said it. That one day, the world will agree and unite and discuss Biafra, and Biafra will come. This is a very landmark one. I'm very surprised. Because Brazil, as you know, is the most populous nation in South America. Very influential one, because Brazil has lots of blacks. In fact, Brazil is a very black-filled country. They respect blacks a lot. The slave trade and everything that happened, Brazil had a lot of history on that. And they are not one to see kind of intimidation and, what I call it, bully happen. Even during the Biafra War, they stood in solidarity. That when the people are looking for their freedom, it is as good as give it to them. Why are you hiding it from them? Self-determination is not an offense anywhere in the world. What is the crime? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison. And this also declaration gives that support for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, the two are hand in hand. The freedom of Igbo, Nnamdi Kanu, they are hand in hand. You can see America yesterday has already sent Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, to go forward and make sure that Kanu is released. Now Brazil has started the journey already by first of all lending their support for the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is that a people deserve to choose where they want to be. This is not about saying you want to divide Nigeria. There's nothing. What I don't understand when people say threaten the unity of Nigeria. Do people threaten the unity of Nigeria by preaching against it? The real people who threaten the unity of Nigeria are people who carry guns in the bushes. The bandits, terrorists. They are the ones who threaten the unity of Nigeria. But here in Nigeria, but in Nigeria, when somebody just talks something, next thing you hear is, hey, he's threatening the unity of Nigeria. Why do you people behave that way? This is what you did and put Kanu in prison, because you said he is threatening. See, there are laws. United Nations has enshrined laws that Nigeria has yet to respect. You can always say it's not in our constitution in Nigeria. Nigeria's constitution says the unity of Nigeria is unnegotiable. That's against the UN law now. It's against the AU law. It's against any law you can see in the world. You cannot say that in your country there is no human rights. It's our country. We don't respect human rights here. Nobody has right to life. That's our constitution. We don't care what UN says. It cannot work. There are basic rights. The right to live, the right to move from place to place, the right for freedom of expression, the right of freedom of association. That is association in all forms. Associate, belong here, belong here. Yes, people can say, I don't belong anywhere. Some countries even say, you have a right to not even have a gender. Just, I don't have any gender. If you go to some websites, there are provisions for male, female, and other gender you can choose. People are beginning to understand that freedom is universal. That it has no limit. So somebody can come and say, I don't want to be a Nigerian. But now, must you be? Okay, you can say, okay, fine, go and find your own country. That's what he's doing. He's finding his own country. What if his own country is inside your own country? Is your country not in this earth? What if the country looking for is tied to your own country? You say you should go and find this country. You have given him the room to go outside Nigeria and find this country. Oh, you want him to go outside Nigeria and find this country. Thank you, Brazil, for this wonderful declaration. It is well welcome. Anything that can give a hope to our people is very welcome, because we always hear every day bringing it for millions of Igbo around the world, letting them know that this battle will be won. Will be won. And like I always say, I will be here to announce the emancipation of Igbo, the freedom of Biafra, and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I will be here to do just that. The question is, where will you be? Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's say a word of appreciation for Brazil. Let's say a word of appreciation for Eduardo's simplicity and all those who work together to produce this wonderful document, and the approval also of the Brazilian state. Biafra Igbos are very grateful. And to all the Igbos in Brazil also, well done. You all are comrades. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, select the bell that says all to get notified whenever we release a video. I have been your host, Chi Ne Do. Thank you for watching my video. See you next one.